Good morning and welcome to Virtually Expo Day 2.
We return.
We are back. We are joined in the studio this morning by Leonidas from Mythic Games. Hey Leo, how are you, my man?
Hi Warren, how are you? Very good.
Awesome. Right, we have a jam-packed day for you today. We have a ton of exhibitors and stuff that we're going to reach out to. We're also going to take you guys through different aspects of the Virtual Expo, have a look at what's going on, what's coming up. It's all pretty jam-packed. Remember, throughout the day, we are monitoring all the chats. So you can talk to us on Twitch, you can talk to us on Facebook, you can talk to us on YouTube. As well as that, we are also in the Discord on the Virtually Expo Discord channel, and you can find us in the main stage.
And we have UK Games Expo goodie bags to give away.
Yes, we're going to be giving some stuff away very shortly, actually. Right. Kicking off, though, Leo, how are you, my man?
I'm very good. Not too bad, as the British would say.
Good.
They don't say, "Oh, I'm very good." They say, "Not too bad."
Not too bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, Leo, do you want to give us a bit of an introduction to Mythic Games?
Sure. Well, Mythic Games is a board game publisher, usually with miniatures. And so far, our games have been published on Kickstarter, but we're going to retail not this year because of COVID, but early next year. We've had, some successes. We started with Mythic Battles, and then we did Joan of Arc, and then Solomon Kane, and Reich Busters, and Super Fantasy Brawl, Enchanters, Steam Watchers, and most recently, Hell, the Last Saga, which was our biggest success to date. This was in May. Almost 18,000 backers, and it's been incredible. I mean, this year is going to be an incredible year for us.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now I see, Leo, through the Virtually Expo event, you guys have tons of online events. Is there any particular ones people should keep an eye out for?
Oh yeah. We have daily demos for some of our games. Of course, on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletop here, I don't remember which one is doing what. But we have Reich Busters, which is demoed. We have Hell, the Last Saga with the very last Tabletop Simulator module that we just finished. So you can play the very last version. And we also have, we have Super Fantasy Brawl, I think. And we also have Darkest Dungeon, which is our upcoming Kickstarter, and so you can play with not the final material. You just play with a prototype, but you can still play this game now. So it's our upcoming Kickstarter. We're very, very excited about it. It's based, of course, on the Darkest Dungeon video game, which is an independent video game that was extremely popular, and this is an adaptation that we are doing.
So, Darkest Dungeon looks extraordinary to me. I'm very, very much looking forward to this. Like, it's like,
you just always love anything that comes out of Mythic.
Anything, yes, but it's not only that. It's like my stars have aligned because the words Mythic and Dungeon have not come together. My two favorite things. So it's going to be
yeah.
So, Leo, have you got any bits and pieces from Darkest Dungeon that you could show us?
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here. And I do have. So, as you know, we do minis, and it was a challenge because the art direction of Darkest Dungeon is very strong, and we really wanted to go in this direction. And this makes very original minis because the proportions of the characters in the Darkest Dungeon video game, the art direction, the proportions are very unique and different. So just for you to know, this is a 35 millimeter or 32 millimeter scale, and let me show you.
Okay, so I think I should be able to cut across to another view of Leo here if we're clever. Aha, there we go.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
That's gorgeous, Leo.
I think it's really, I mean, the fans of the video game will really recognize what they liked. So this is one character. So this was the Crusader, obviously. Let me show you the Highwayman.
Let's give it a second to focus.
Oh, very cool looking.
I see what you mean about the unique art direction.
And the proportions.
Yeah.
It translates
different,
well to
means,
miniatures.
That means the minis look different, and when you have them under my eyes, it looks great. It's different. It's not chibi. It's not natural proportions. It's something in between. It's dark. And even the way we painted them. So of course these are painted by Seb Lavigne. People will have to paint their own minis when they get it.
A little Plague Doctor.
So this is the Plague Doctor.
Oh, it is lovely.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I have been tempted to buy one of those masks.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is the Vestal.
Wow. Has Seb been doing freehand along the edge of that cloak or the robe?
They're incredible paint jobs.
Oh
as well,
yeah,
aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me show some that we've never shown anywhere. So this is absolutely the first time we will show them. Look at this one.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And then I will show you a few baddies also.
We love the monsters.
Oh, one last hero, like I think he's called the Jester.
Oh, just take it back a little bit there to let it focus.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, the art direction it has translated very well to miniatures.
Oh, thank you. You want to see the bad guys?
Oh, absolutely.
We all know Warren loves his monsters.
All right.
A little further back.
Yeah, back a wee bit there, Leo. Yeah. Oh,
nice.
Look at that. Oh, yes.
Very cool.
That is beautiful. Love me some skeletons, man. So.
Have some others.
Oh yeah. So Leo, what are the mechanics like in the game? What is the general kind of play style of this?
You remember this one? I'll answer you. You remember this one?
That is wonderful. Love it.
Gorgeous work.
I still have a few. I will show them.
Show them while you tell me.
Yeah.
So multitask.
Oh, this is a cultist.
Oh wow.
Sculpting is beautiful.
Yeah, we're very, very happy. And Seb and the other painters who painted them said that this is probably their favorite, one of their favorite project to paint because it's different and it's refreshing. It's a new style. Oh, and then I will be done. Let me show you just.
Look at that one.
Pigman. We like Pigman.
Oh, that is super.
Yeah. See the way the drum skin's got somebody's face on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that's
is-
lovely.
That is superb.
Yeah.
And trust me, there'll be a lot of miniatures in this game. So, you know, this is a video game with a very, very strong and very clever gameplay and strong, and it's 2D, and we didn't want to just make it, just use the same mechanics and just make it exactly the same.
Yeah.
We wanted to make it a board game, a board game with miniatures. So, but we wanted to make it that all the features that you love in Darkest Dungeon, you can have them in the board game. So, we didn't simply turn it as it was in the video game. We really made it a board game with minis. So you have everything, all the features you like in the video game. You have them in the board game, but it's not exactly the same. So the game is the same. What you need to do, you play this game. It's a roguelike, dungeon crawler, 1 to 4 player board game with miniatures. So you can play solo, but you can also play as a cooperative game from 2 to 4 players. If you're 4 players, each one will control 1 hero. And that's the first difference with the video game. In the video game, it's only solo. You play your guys, and you try to accomplish some quests in different dungeons, and then to qualify for the Darkest Dungeon. In the board game, you still have to do that. You want to go to the Darkest Dungeon, but in order to qualify for that, you need to accomplish a series of quests, and you need to defeat 3 bosses. Once you have defeated your 3 bosses, then you can enter the Darkest Dungeon with your heroes, with your selection of heroes. You hope that they will be good enough to make it, but it's going to be difficult. It's challenging, and you only have a limited amount of heroes, of available heroes. In this game, when you die, you're dead. You know, you can die. Your heroes can die, or they can become crazy. You know, like have phobias, afflictions, diseases. They can die from stress. You know, a heart attack. They can equip, and they can level up. Each character, each hero can level up to 3, and the skills that they have can also level up separately. So you have a team of heroes. You try to make them survive as long as possible. You try to make them level up, and if they're dead, you can still recruit some more heroes. But you have a limited number, and if you cannot, or if you do not have any more enough heroes for the Darkest Dungeon, then you lose the game. If you have enough heroes to qualify to the Darkest Dungeon, then you need to try and beat the final boss, which is going to be difficult. So it's really played as a campaign. You will depending on what you have in the game, you will go in different environments. You don't need the add-ons. You can simply play with the core box. But if you want more variety, you can get some add-ons, and then you will enter different environment. You play a series of quests, and you have to play as a group, to manage your resources collectively, and try to beat the game. The good thing is that it's fast to set up. You know, it's not like these dungeon crawlers where you need to set up a map and it takes time. Here, it's generated semi-automatically. So you pick up your quest cards. You have a choice between 2 quests. You choose which one you want. Then it tells you the environment, the room tiles you need to pick. It tells you which tiles you will need to set up for battle only when you have to battle and so on. It's fast. It's fun because you talk a lot to your other players, and it's going to look really, really, really cool. Can't wait to show you the tiles eventually, and the whole material. We're still.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a contextual aspect to this, Leo. That it's quicker to get into because you're working with the components as you need them, rather than having to go through a big proportion of pre-setup.
And you do not have to. You only in the game you only have one tile at a time. Always, you never have more than one tile, and you don't always need to put it. You need to put the tile once for battle encounters. But if it is just a chest, or if it's you don't need the tile. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you only have one tile at a time, and you only put it once you need it. And so, as you said, you don't have to set up everything. You do it as you go during the game. And some steps are simply discussing, rolling dice, deciding which resources you use, who is going to open the chest and maybe get wounded, who is going to, So it's not as a traditional dungeon crawler where you set up everything. It's faster and it's fun. As in the video game, you do not have to complete to explore all the rooms of the dungeon. You can decide to stop at any time and come back to the hamlet, and then there's the hamlet phase where you can level up or equip or try to heal your characters, cure their afflictions, and so on.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds incredible.
It sounds like you've got a bit of claustrophobia in there. If you're only seeing like one part of the dungeon at the time, and there's a nice risk-reward to it where how far can we push down into the dungeon before everybody's so beat down, so beat up?
Yeah.
Do I want to risk a character that I've been leveling up through the game, or do I want to just take a break, take a breather, go back and try and heal?
Leo, I can't wait I can't wait to see it, man.
There are plenty, in the video games you have like so many options possible. We made it simpler, but you still have everything that you like in the video game.
Yeah.
For instance, when you start, you only play one character. If you are 4 players, if you're 2 players, each player will play 2 characters. But you decide before your quest which skills you're going to use. Each hero has 7 skills, and you choose. When you're level 1, you choose 3 skills out of all the ones you have. When you're level 2, you choose 4 skills out of all the 7. And when you are level 3, you choose 5 skills among your 7. And as I said, each skill can also level up. So it's the same skill, but better when you reach level 2, and even better when you reach level 3. So you have to manage this to make some decisions. And of course, each character is very different. And so it's how you play them together that will make your team succeed.
Leo, do you have a date locked in for the Kickstarter so that people can mark it in their diaries?
Actually, we haven't announced any date yet because we were focused on delivering 3 games at the same time.
Yeah.
And as soon as we know that they are either have been delivered or are in the boat to reach people, then we can do the Kickstarter. But we said fall, so autumn. And it's probably going to be, either November or October, something like that.
No problem. So we will make sure and keep people posted. In terms of delivery, obviously you had a massive success with Hell, the last saga. Is there any updates on how that project is now progressing?
Oh yeah, it's progressing super well. Even if it's summer and like some people are taking vacations, we have like a big team, and when I go to the office, I can see them play testing scenarios every day, and several teams at the same time. So the very last update is that the tabletop simulator, the last version, is ready and will be shared with everybody soon. The reason why we haven't shared it yet is we believe we need a little tutorial for people to be able to use it, and not just, okay, here it is, this is tabletop simulator, here are the rules, just go and play. People could be lost, and not know which tokens they should use from that bag and so on. So we're just going to write a little tutorial for that. We also have updated the tabletop simulator, the one we used with you guys. It's better now because instead of the standees, we have now 3D renders of the miniatures themselves. So you play with the miniatures even in the tabletop simulator. So this is a big update. We will make it public very soon. So this is one thing. The other thing is that we have received the physical prototype of Hell: The Last Saga. It looks great. It looks amazing, and we're going to shoot some videos with the real prototype, because when you play physically, it's better than on tabletop or on any simulator. Of course, it's nice in this COVID situation to be able, to play virtually, but playing the real thing is incredible. I recently played 3 games in a row with the physical prototype. I can tell you, you can't beat that. Awesome. We have the painted minis, and actually, I wanted to come and see you.
Yes.
You are Warren,
I know.
And the rest of the team too.
Leo, trust me, I am very sad that we're not seeing you. I have a little gift waiting for you for whenever you get here, as promised. So it's sitting waiting in my house for you. All right. So don't let me forget.
We can only hope that these COVID restrictions start to lift soon. And gets back to an even keel.
It's very frustrating.
If somebody wants to get in on Hell: The Last Saga at the moment, Leo, is the pledge manager open? Can they join in if they want to?
Okay, that's a good question. Well, yes, it's open, but theoretically till September 4th. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to prolong it, and for a long time. And the reason why we're going to do that is because it took us longer than expected to share the tabletop simulator module. And also, we wanted to shoot videos, and because of COVID, it hasn't been possible now. So for the people who wanted to see like either a physical game or who wanted to try and play it themselves, I think it's fair to give them a little more time for them to see. So we are probably going to open it as long as necessary until we have to go to production, which is not now. So we'll probably prolong it for as long as necessary, probably till the end of the year, or even beginning of next year, until the game goes to production. The pledge manager is open on GameFound. It's still open now. It's been very popular because we've added we have everything that was in the Kickstarter available again, and including some of the add-ons that we had in the Kickstarter, such as the Viking chest. Don't ask me to pronounce the real name. It's impossible, but this has been very, very popular as well. And so, these are the most things I can say. We also have a great team of writers, and in case some people do not know, we've hired some of the most renowned French names in role-playing games and novels. So because it's a very narrative game, because you have lots of things that you read and that put you into the atmosphere, because it's telling a story. This game is telling a story. It's played as a unique and a whole campaign from the beginning till the end. You follow or you write your story. But we wanted like great names to write about it, and this is why we hired very renowned names that French-speaking players all know. Yeah. And then we will translate that into the different languages like English, German, Italian, and Spanish. And again, we'll use great names who can speak or understand French. It will be from French into English, but it will be native writers all the time, so that we have like great quality in terms of immersion of writing.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about two more quick things. So there is a new eShop with Mythic Games, yeah?
Yes.
What can you tell us about that?
This is something that we wanted to do for a long time. It took some time, but now it's ready. The problem is that people who liked our game couldn't always find them. Sometimes they missed the Kickstarter and they were frustrated. They couldn't buy it. We were not in retail, and as I said, it's not going to happen until beginning of next year.
Yeah.
So once you've missed it, it was over. And usually when the game are delivered, there's a second hype. People are sharing their pictures, excitement, and they couldn't buy it. So now it's going to be possible because of the eShop. The eShop, the Mythic Games eShop is not retail. It really is, a way for us to sell things to our fans, like we would, for instance, if we participated in real life conventions, not virtual conventions.
Yeah.
We would be able to sell some overstock, and we can't. So with the eShop, we will. What will be available is all our games after they have delivered. So, for instance, Rush Busters right now is available on the eShop. It will be exactly the same product as during the Kickstarter, but only limited quantities.
Yes.
Once we are sold out, it won't be available again. And what will be available in the eShop is the retail version if it goes to retail. Normally, we're considering going to retail for Rush Busters, and then after we've sold out the Kickstarter products, we will only sell the retail version of Rush Busters. Right now, what we have on the eShop is Rush Busters. If you order on the eShop, you will receive it immediately. And why will you receive it immediately? It's because backers have received it. We will never sell or deliver products through the eShop before the backers have received their games. This is very, very important and very clear. We won't do that. But because they have received Rush Busters, we can deliver Rush Busters now. We have Enchanters. Enchanters is going to be delivered very soon as well. Once backers have received it, then again, you will be able to receive Enchanters through the eShop. Then it's Solomon Kane. Again, Solomon Kane will be delivered soon, and after backers have received it, there will be a small quantities available, same as the Kickstarter, limited quantities on the eShop.
What about Joan of Arc?
And that's it for now.
Has Joan of Arc made it onto the eShop? Was there anything left of Joan of Arc?
Joan of Arc is available on the Pledge Manager. So now the cycle will be, we go to Kickstarter first. This is where you can buy it. The reason to go to Kickstarter is to get some stretch goals. So it's important that a lot of people go on to Kickstarter, because the bigger success, the bigger the game will be, because we add the stretch goal. Then after the Kickstarter campaign is over, like 2 to 3 weeks after, we have the Pledge Manager. Once the Pledge Manager is closed, then the game is delivered, and after the game is delivered, then we open the then we do something on the eShop. What happened with Joan of Arc is the 1.5 is that we had the Kickstarter, then we had the Pledge Manager and Late Pledge, and then we closed it. And now, recently, we have announced that dispute is over, and so now people can access the pledge manager again.
Yeah.
And until the game is delivered, but the game hasn't been delivered, so this is why we are not doing it on the eShop.
Okay, understood. Right, in terms of retail support, have you any updates on Super Fantasy Brawl?
Yes, we do. Super Fantasy Brawl is going to retail, but it's going to retail in Q1 2021. And we know we can announce what will be done for retail. We will have a retail version, so it's not the same Kickstarter box as what we had on Kickstarter. It's a retail version with only 6 heroes, and then we will sell some extra champions individually.
Yeah.
So when we hit retail, we will have 3 champions. One will be from the Force of Nature expansion that Kickstarter backers could buy if they wanted, and they can still buy now. It will be Lorelei. Lorelei will be sold individually. As every new champions, we will only sell them individually and regularly on retail. And then we will have 2 new champions that have never been seen before, that are exclusively for the retail version. So these 2 champions will be King Alistair. So he's a new champion. He's kind of a draconic character. He's the father of what's her name? The one with the crossbow. I don't remember her name. And then we'll have Khaleesi, who's sort of Egyptian character. So we'll have 2 brand new champions for retail, and which means even the Kickstarter backers and fans will be happy to go to retail just to see these new champions. And then what we'll do is we will regularly propose new champions individually, either from the Kickstarter characters that people know, and new ones as well. So we will alternate.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm really liking the idea of this e-store, because how many times has a friend of yours jumped in on Kickstarter, got the game, and you're like, oh my god, that game's so cool, I want to add it to my collection. It's just like, no, I missed it.
Exactly. Yeah, and because we only went on Kickstarter, I mean, if you missed it, there was no other way.
Yeah.
Now it's possible. It's very easy. It's mythicgames.net. It's we have reworked our Kickstarter website, and we will keep on improving it. It was a beta version when we first launched, and now initially you didn't have the French versions. Now the French versions are also available, and we will enhance it. You also have some articles. You also have plenty of things, and there will be more and more coming in the upcoming weeks and months.
Fantastic.
Awesome
Leo,
stuff.
thank you so much for joining us, mate. It's always a pleasure, and what a way to kick off our Saturday morning. Leo, we will see you, I hope, very, very soon, mate.
And
can't
wait to come
updates.
and visit you guys.